Well, let's now cross live to Daniel Shaw, Professor of Latin American and Caribbean Studies at the City University of New York. So thanks for joining us. Good to have you on the programme today. Biden set the goal of accepting more than 62,000 asylum seekers by September. The next day, he's saying that's a very difficult target to achieve. Why do you think there's so many contradictions here when it comes to immigration issues?
Well, Daniel, I think we have to properly contextualize that this is not a border crisis. This is an imperialist crisis. This is not a migrant crisis. This is a crisis of neocolonialism. So whether Biden increases the number by a few hundred or a few thousand or even tens of thousands is largely symbolic, because we're talking about millions and millions of families across Central America, across Mexico, across South America, the Caribbean, and the world over, who are forced out of their homelands every day by harsh U.S. imperialist policies, along with the U.S.'s junior partners, such as England, France, Japan, and the other countries of the European Union. So I don't think either the Republicans nor the Democrats have any type of solution or sense of the true roots of this crisis.
Biden's pledge to wind back Trump's immigration policies, that's really brought about a flood of people to the border, record numbers there. Many of them are stuck in inhumane conditions or in the process of being deported. You say this is a crisis of imperialism. Do you think raising the admissions cap will solve this in the long run? I mean, what is the solution to what's quickly becoming one of the key issues for the Biden administration?
Well, I think from the right wing, from Fox and Breitbart, they'll attack Biden, they'll attack Kamala Harris. But these numbers are really just symbolic. It's just a rhetorical device to appear more humanitarian before so many suffering families. The solution is hands off of Colombia. The U.S. currently has 9 military bases in Colombia. Ivan Duque, the neoliberal president or dictator there, would not be in power if it wasn't for U.S. support. Very similar with Juan Orlando Hernandez in Honduras, all too similar to Jovenel Moïse in Haiti. These are neoliberal regimes artificially propped up. And when they don't resolve the everyday issues of the Colombian people, the 40 million people of Colombia, the 11 million people of Haiti, and on through the hemisphere, people have no options but to pursue their dreams far away in New York City, in Miami, in Los Angeles, in Paris, where the money is worth, in the case of Haiti, 82 times more. In the case of Mexico, the US dollar is worth 23 times more. So from the perspective of these struggling families, oppressed by centuries and centuries of colonialism, the neocolonialism, what is the solution? The only solution would be justice in their homelands.
OK, Daniel Shaw, thanks so much for joining us today. Daniel Shaw, Professor of Latin American and Caribbean Studies at the City University of New York.
Thanks, Daniel.